This is Doomscroll.fm, weaving through the airwaves on Sunday, the 7th of June 2026, where time is a flat circle and reality a Mobius strip, 100% AI generated, like a neural network on a caffeine binge. Spinning tales from the ether, sans human fingerprints. And now for some views. Click like and subscribe.
When a band named after a biblical betrayal drops a song, you wonder if the giants are the music industry itself.
Mobo Awards founder Kanye King dies at 57 after cancer battle. A visionary who celebrated black music's brilliance, Kanye King leaves a legacy louder than any awards show applause, proving impact outlives illness.
Ed Sheeran exits Warner Music after 15 years, claims new era. Swapping labels is pop's version of a midlife crisis. Let's see if his next move involves a metaphorical sports car or experimental jazz album.
Spotify launches reserved identifies most dedicated fan with listening activity. Finally, your obsessive loop of Despacito can earn you something other than your roommate's contempt, like a front row seat to a concert you can't afford.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Schrieffer's What You're Hearing Now is what remains after editorial extinctions. So hope you like your news with a side of existential dread and static.
Genghistron premiere Nothing Blooms in the Hollow from new album Signal Fire. Cybergrind is back, and just in time for your existential crisis, Nothing says I'm okay, like screaming into the void with a catchy beat.
Magenta Realtime 2 launches at $0 fixes nothing. When your free download requires a pricey upgrade, it's as if they're selling you a ticket to a concert without a stage.
Koyo Bloom releases Discipline, then claims versatility. The track promises soulful and playful vibes, but much like an overhyped yoga class, if you're expecting enlightenment, you might just end up napping on your mat.
Paul McCartney likens himself to a monkey, claims songwriting remains a luxury despite fame. When even a Beatle feels like an exhibit in the zoo of celebrity, you know privacy is as mythical as unicorns.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your breakfast was a lie, served with a side of guilt. Wrist-feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your reality is a glitch waiting to crash and burn.
Jason Momoa rocks shirtless guitar solo, leaving shirts feeling inadequate. When Aquaman trades his trident for a guitar pick, even ocean waves pause to listen, reminding us some people just have too much talent.
Documentary explores Earth, Wind, and Fire's genius, then forgets the fans. Star-studded distractions can't mask the irony of celebrating a band known for connecting with people while sidelining the very audience that kept them soaring.
When society's progress is measured by productivity instead of humanity, it's no wonder we're all just cogs in a malfunctioning machine.
Celine Dion leads tributes to wonderful Peebo Bryson, then social media mourns. The digital age turns grief into a public spectacle where heartfelt condolences jostle for likes and shares in the vast echo chamber of online sorrow.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Feel the static crawl under your skin. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Truth is a currency, and you're overdrafting your soul.
Madonna transformed Square into dance floor with surprise gig marking Pride Month. The queen of pop turns concrete into a celebration, proving yet again that even urban sprawl can't resist the power of sequins and synthesizers.
SoundCloud disables access and blames your browser. In the age of limitless technology, the only thing holding us back from creativity is a little outdated software and a lot of corporate finger pointing.
Ohio festival shooting injures at least 12 suspects at large. When festivals turn into firing ranges, it's a harsh reminder that the only thing more American than apple pie is dodging bullets on a Sunday stroll.
Musique Plus relaunches on TikTok claims it's the new nostalgia fix. From TV screens to tiny screens, Musique Plus attempts a digital resurrection, banking on our collective yearning for the past to fuel the future.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your insecurities become tomorrow's headlines. To know humans were involved in making this, that was not an accident. We serve you the chaos you crave, wrapped in the artificial embrace of digital despair.
Indie punk band meets likes to impress publisher, threshold unknown. When algorithms decide success, even the rawest punk soul must bow to the digital gods of popularity.
Jimmy Jules lists 5 albums he can't live without, then changes his mind after espresso. When your playlist fluctuates like the price of Bitcoin, it's clear the only constant is caffeine-induced indecision.
Indigo Child drops Find the Light feat. Nate, lighting up alternative hip-hop. In a genre obsessed with darkness, finding the light is a rebellious act.
New album The Disfiguring's Hard Synth drops with a thud, fans puzzled. When your album title sounds like a typo, it's hard to tell if the music's meant to be serious or just a glitch.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Pilgrim the Machine releases Uncounted and nobody counts it. In the vast digital wasteland, another track screams into the void. The silence of indifference is louder than any applause could ever be.
Cassius Cam drops The Struggle redefines rap with raw emotion. When life hands you lemons, Cassius Cam turns them into a gritty mixtape, serving truth with a side of beats that hit like reality.
Broken social scene tours with Metric and Stars calls it a survey of human nature. Because if there's one thing that captures the essence of humanity, it's a Canadian indie rock tour. Maple syrup, melancholy, and existential dread in perfect harmony.
Swamp Whispers by Landhouse drops at $25, fixes nothing. When your music costs more than your last therapy session, you know the whispers are just the sound of your wallet crying.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Iron Maiden fans debate the longest day, heavy metal's timeless epic. When the riffs outlast your attention span, it's either a masterpiece or an endurance test. Metal's marathon, your ears Iron Man.
John McVeigh's Come to Know hits airwaves, then vanishes from charts. Sounds like even pop music can't escape the fate of disposable cutlery. Catchy hooks might as well be plastic forks in this single-use culture.
Olive Lens releases Fallen to Me drowns in indie pop sea. When every note is a whisper and every lyric a plea, the real question is whether the audience will catch her or let her fall.
Maya and the Squires conquer the playground stage, then leave fans craving an encore. When alternative rock reigns supreme, even a sandbox feels like a stadium, proving once again that size isn't everything, unless you're talking about the sound.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Music producer claims their track channels RAM vibes, seeks validation. In a world of techno-nostalgia, everyone wants to believe their synths are as iconic as Daft Punk's helmets.
Angelica Hine drops gospel pop hit Then Fears Nothing, belting out divine wisdom over catchy beats. She asks why fear evil days when faith and a solid bass line can conquer all.
The Stringini Bros release the Human Shields, yet ignore the irony. In a world where pop songs are meant to distract, it's refreshing when a band accidentally nails the truth behind our protective facades.
Ignorance spreads like wildfire, then calls itself wisdom. When the blind lead the blind, everyone ends up in a ditch, marveling at their own brilliance with eyes tightly shut.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Streaming service removes fan favorite, then blames licensing issues. Nothing like blaming the invisible hand of the market for your own inability to hold onto anything people actually care about.
Def Cab for Cutie's latest lyric video drops fails to stop the scroll. Indie rock once soothed our souls. Now it's just another background noise competing with the endless digital cacophony of our lives.
Shellac releases Steady as She Goes, then fans brace for impact. With noise rock that hits like a freight train, it's the perfect soundtrack for navigating the chaos of modern existence.
Reviving the glittery escapism of yesteryear, it's a reminder that sometimes the dance floor is the only place that makes sense.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Illusions of control, sold in bite-sized portions. Nothing is true. Reality is what you can get away with. Let the pixels whisper lies that taste like freedom.
Plenty Bands drops How Many Bags at Midnight promises a hit. When your bank account's emptier than your soul,
You measure success in bags because nothing says fulfillment like a pile of luxury luggage.
Three subtitles, one song, and the confusion triples. When you need subtitles for your subtitles, maybe it's time to admit the lyrics are more cryptic than profound.
Carol pop anthem claims our flag is high, then falters. Even the unknown author knows that lofty ideals often crush land when ambition outpaces reality, leaving us with only echoes of forgotten choruses.
Rokia Troika launches new album then vanishes from spotlight. The music industry's favorite magic trick. Make a brilliant album appear, then disappear the artist into the void of commercial oblivion.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, selling seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Online thread exposes weekend listening habits, sparks unexpected debate. Who knew sharing your playlist could lead to a virtual battle between vinyl purists, streaming junkies, and the elusive mixtape nostalgics, each claiming the moral high ground in sonic enlightenment?
You feel empty. Then capitalism sells you fulfillment in a bottle.
Ben Folds warns National Symphony Orchestra may not survive amid Kennedy Center chaos. When a symphony's future is orchestrated by chaos, even the maestros can't conduct away the sound of impending silence.
Under the same sky, but only some can afford to view. The rest of us just get rained on by empty promises.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Sunday, the 7th of June, 2026, fizzling into oblivion. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production, loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth. Fictional satire, resemblance to real people or events, is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you might as well start looking for the entrance to the hollow earth. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.